Good cold Monday morning to everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, your source for weather information for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the video forecast discussion for Monday, the 16th of December 2013. Waking up on a cold note with a west wind and northwest wind across the region as a cold front makes its way through the region this morning. Temperatures holding in the upper teens across northeastern Pennsylvania and the Poconos region. Temperatures also in the low to the mid-20s this morning, recuperating from the chilly overnight lows that we had with fresh snowpack, clear skies. Temperatures also in the low to the mid-20s just about throughout the entire metropolitan area. Temperatures a little warmer around the coast from Belmar down through Atlantic City and Millville, Wildwood, and in Dover, Delaware this morning as well. Closer look at your temperatures this morning at 7 a.m. Wantage 16. We have 19 degrees at Blue Mountain Lakes here in Sussex County. It's generally around 21 at Hackettstown and 18 degrees here. This would be right here in Necog, New Jersey on Route 80. Temperatures elsewhere, as I mentioned, in the low to the mid-20s. They're in the upper 20s right along the immediate coast, and a few 30s too across Ocean and actually not even Ocean, but Monmouth, Atlantic and Cape May counties here in New Jersey. Water vapor imagery this morning alongside with the vortexes across the region. An Arctic front now passing through the region once again, reinforcing the cold Arctic dome that's over us now. Low pressure across southeastern Canada with a couple of vortexes swinging too. And here is our Clipper system diving down now through the upper Midwest and towards the Great Lakes region very quickly now with a couple of vortexes with it. This area here will spread snow across the region tomorrow morning throughout the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia metro area and through Pennsylvania and the Ohio River Valley overnight tonight into tomorrow morning as well. Generally clear skies this morning, a few clouds broken across the region or scattered, but most of the area is generally clear this morning. We have more increased cloud cover across the Ohio River Valley as a warm front begins to move up towards the region, developing across the region, an area of precipitation, mostly in the form of snow, breaking out here across the Ohio River Valley as well. And we can see that on the latest radar with snow coming in off the Great Lakes again. And here's our warm front with snow breaking out now across the Ohio River Valley. Watch its warnings and advisories. Right now we only have small craft advisories in various locations here across the South Shore and East Ends of Long Island until 12 a.m. until midnight tonight actually. The North Shore of Long Island until 6 p.m. this evening. In the back bays here in the harbor until 2 p.m. this afternoon, and along the coastline until 4 o'clock this afternoon for those northwest winds dropping down, but a few gusts this afternoon. And seas a little choppy too as a result, and that extends all the way down into the Chesapeake Bay. Now, we don't have any watches or advisories for the snow yet, but the National Weather Service in Philly is pretty confident that they're going to raise some winter weather advisories here probably later this morning at the late morning package, early afternoon package for parts of northeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, maybe around New York City and north into the Hudson River Valley and extending south down towards Trenton, less so as you get towards the coast. As I mentioned in yesterday's video forecast discussion on Sunday, we're looking for generally a 2 to 4 inch snowfall across most of eastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, and even so towards the eastern, northeastern areas of Bergen, Passaic, Hudson, Union counties, 2 to 4 inches in those regions too. I'll show you that graphic. Less so around the coast, especially the immediate coast where we go from 1 or 2 inches in interior portions of Monmouth down to less than an inch down through Ocean County, and basically nothing here across the Wildwood, Atlantic City, Cape May area, and then back towards Philadelphia, maybe 1 or 2 inches too, and with a sharp drop off. And snow ratios are going to be anywhere from 15 to 17 to 1, so it's a very fluffy, powdery snow, and it should overspread the region before sunrise tomorrow morning. And there's not going to be any mixing here. There could be a little bit of mixing here right along the coastline and back towards Philadelphia and south and east of there. Probably just a little bit of rain here right along the immediate coast with a burst of snow at the onset. Once again, from northeastern New Jersey into the city and most of Long Island experiencing 2 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening. Also up the Hudson Valley here into interior Connecticut, generally a swath of 2 to 4 inches. Using the CMC model once again for the precipitation type, As we go through the future today, we'll find those snow plumes coming in from off Lakes Erie and Lake Ontario in a west to northwest wind, but keeping the trajectory of those away from our forecast region. And then as we go through the night, any clouds that are around the region scattered or broken today will increase with overcast conditions after midnight tonight. And that's when the snow is going to begin to develop across the region early tomorrow morning, probably anywhere from 6 o'clock or so in the morning. This area of low pressure here being enhanced with a very cold flow coming in from off the Great Lakes. And it's a clipper, Alberta clippers. They develop in Canada and move rapidly in the flow and have snow breaking out here probably early tomorrow morning. It could be around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, just before dawn. And some of the snow will be enhanced a little bit as the low pressure area develops right along the central New Jersey coast and then goes into the Hudson Valley and points to the north and east. We could find some enhancement with some light to moderate snow coming down for a couple of hours tomorrow, especially around, let's say, a little bit after the rush hour, maybe 15Z tomorrow. And then a little bit of mixing here. This might be a little bit further south, so I don't think that we're really going to see any rain here in the New York City metropolitan area. I think most of that is all going to be snow. The low pressure area will be just a little bit further to the south than what's depicted here. So that moves through, and then we have another disturbance, a weak one, at that moving southeast across the region, probably during the early morning hours. A second max, Fort Max moving through the region could see a little bit of snow or snow burst here in central and southern New Jersey before the whole thing just gets out of here after midnight on Tuesday night. And then dry weather and gradually moderating temperatures with high pressure getting in control for your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. GFS into motion now. High pressure across the route today and light snow breaking out early tomorrow morning as the clipper moves across the Great Lakes into central New Jersey and offshore. The GFS precipitation type showing mostly snow across most of the region tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Could be a little bit of mixing, changing to rain along the immediate coast with very little snowfall there along the immediate coast from central Jersey south. And then a second max moves through the region, probably just before midnight on Wednesday, early Wednesday morning actually. That moves out. High pressure builds in across the region. The winds become more southwesterly in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. Here comes our next frontal system. This would be during the day on Saturday with low pressure moving up towards the Great Lakes and bringing a chance for some showers or scattered rain showers across the region with milder conditions. Temperatures could be up to around 50 on Saturday as the front comes through. High pressure builds in across the forecast region later Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, but this is where things get interesting because the high retreats and then low pressure down in the Gulf along the boundary that's now kind of stalled out will move back up towards the region. This is the idea here that low pressure then develops across the region, which spreads a little bit more rain as the very cold air holds back to the west, and this would be on Sunday night. And the rain gets in here on Sunday night and Monday, and then out of here it goes Monday afternoon as the low pressure area moves across the region and out into Atlantic Canada. High pressure once again building into the forecast region with generally a cold atmosphere still. We find an upper trough here in the northeastern United States with another weak system scooting across southeastern Canada, driving a weak cold front again through the region on Wednesday afternoon with very little, if any, precipitation. For the aviational deck, basically VFR conditions today and tonight to MVFR with snow tomorrow. Currently out of Newark this morning. That's right, get this right. Currently out of Newark this morning, it's 26 degrees, wind west 16, choppy, gust at 22. A few clouds at 4,000, scattered at 5,000. We'll have some broken to scattered clouds around the region today. Strong westerly winds at 13, gust to 20 knots. Scattered to broken clouds across the region this afternoon and evening. And we'll basically have west winds dying off later this afternoon from 15 knots down to about 10 knots. The gust should subside as well. Scattered clouds early tonight at 3,500 and a few at 25,000 as well. And then tomorrow the light snow comes in the morning, scattered clouds after midnight, and then light snow breaks out early tomorrow morning before dawn. Broken ceilings at 1,500, overcast at 4,000, and 2 miles in that snow, and then 1 mile in that snow by dawn tomorrow morning as you're making your way out the door with broken ceilings at 900, overcast at 3,000. And that's where the VFR turns to MVFR and then maybe perhaps even IFR. For Philadelphia, 28 degrees right now, mostly cloudy, a few clouds at 5,000, scattered at 10,000, same thing. Light snow develops tomorrow morning, overcast conditions at 2,500, 2 miles, 4 to 6 miles in that light snow, overcast conditions tomorrow afternoon too. You're going to need a heavy coat, scarves, gloves, and hat today to be outside. Temperatures this afternoon not really recovering too much from where they are this morning. Temperatures basically going to be running in the 20s, mid to upper 20s in the interior. 30 to 32 degrees or so right along the immediate coast tonight. Temperatures drop back down into the upper teens in northwestern zones, low to mid 20s to around 30 around the coast. And then the snow breaks out tomorrow morning, and that should cool the atmosphere down a little bit too. Temperatures starting off in the upper teens into the low and mid 20s as the snow starts to develop and spread east across the region tomorrow morning. And by the middle of the afternoon, it should warm up to above freezing right along the immediate coast and into the low and mid 40s if this is correct here from the NAM WRF model from Penn State's EWOL site right along the immediate coast. And that's where the precipitation will begin to mix with or just become rain across the region, while snow will be predominant over the interior. The heaviest snow probably late morning into the very early afternoon hours. But light snow will probably continue across the region into the evening hours until the second Fort Max moves through. And temperatures on Wednesday morning, again after the snow passes, in the mid to the upper 20s, lower 30s right along the immediate coast. And by Wednesday afternoon, when everything is all nice and gone and we have clearing skies, temperatures near freezing across much of the region, with the mid to the upper 30s across the coast and south coastal regions. So bundle up, it's cold out there, as the saying and song suggest. And we'll watch the snow come in tomorrow morning. Do be careful out there tomorrow morning. It's going to be a little slick in the morning when you get outside, and do wear your use your winter driving rules and put those cell phones away when you're driving as well. We'll have an update further on later this afternoon and again tomorrow morning. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a very good Monday.